Redis is a very popular NoSQL database. So let's see how we can install that in our own Windows using Docker, and then how we can access that and interact with the database server using the CLI interface. Here are the instructions we are going to utilize. We are going to download the image we want to use. We are going to create one container that's going to be executed under this name. Then we are going to connect on that using the interactive shell. And then we are going to run the CLI client. Then we can create variables, document, key or key value interface, and then we can read the values we have written. So let's experiment that. So let's start. First instruction, we can just use a docker run to create one new container based in this image here. It's going to be executed in Redis default port that will be forwarded to our host operational system. And then this container will receive this name in which we can later on interact with that. It also is going to run in detached mode. It means it's after be created, it will be in the background execution. It will not be here in our console in a way when we close that we lose this service. It will stay executing until we stop or remove this container. So let's execute that. We can execute directly because in case you don't have this image installed, it's going to be installed in this exactly moment when executing the command. Now it has already created the container, and then we can consume that. Now let's connect that using the iterative mode. So running the /bin /bash. Okay, here we have executed that. Now we are inside. Here we have our Linux endpoint, and then we can now execute the Redis client. It is already installed under this container, so you can just type here redis-cli, and then now you are connected in your Redis server. So the two most basic operations here are the set that you can use to create new variable with the name you want to and store the value you want to store, like this one, and then you can just in a future point of time just read that using the get instruction, and then here the value is recovered. Now you have created a Redis server, you have connected the server using a Redis client and interact with that, writing and reading values. So it's that. Thank you for watching.